What's up, fight fans? And we are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I am your host, Edwin, and we have some breaking, interesting news. Saul Canelo Alvarez is heading into his matchup against Edgar Berlanga. It is being reported from the IBF organization that Saul Canelo Alvarez will, in fact, be stripped. Yes, you heard that correctly. As of Thursday, the IBF has issued a statement saying that Saul Canelo Alvarez will be stripped of his 168-pound IBF World Championship, which will mean that Saul Canelo Alvarez will no longer be the undisputed champion at 168 pounds. Um, William Schofield, I believe, is going to be his fight. He's going up against the number two contender. So the number one and the number two are fighting, right? And I believe that fight is going to be upgraded for the 168-pound IBF Championship of the World. Now, since Saul Canelo Alvarez obtained the IBF Championship against Caleb Sweehan Plant, right, in 2021, he has made title defenses on it. Saul Canelo Alvarez defended those belts, I believe, a total of 3 or 4 times it was, right? And then now he's going to be stripped because he didn't honor his mandatory. What they wanted him to do, the IBF, was fight Schofield, right? And instead, he fought Berlanga. Saul Canelo Alvarez is searching for that knockout that he's been seeking for to elevate his stock. And I believe that goes in part to negotiations to get more money for the David the Monster Benavidez fight, that's what I would like to believe. So now Schofield, the number one and number two are fighting. Interesting enough, the rules, state that when the number one and the number two guy fight, um, the winner is awarded the Ringside Magazine title. But doesn't Saul Canelo Alvarez have the Ringside Magazine title? So what happens when the number one and number two fight, but the other guy has the Ringside Magazine title? Do they get a Ringside Magazine title too? See, the Ringside Magazine title is not backed by any sanctioning body. Don't pay sanctioning fees to it. It's more like prestigious award that wraps around your belt, your waist. That's really what it is. It's been around. It's a staple in boxing for a very long time. A lot of people have it confused with a real world title, but in fact, it's not. Okay, um, every weight division doesn't stand to win it, and it's not given out every day. So Saul Canelo Alvarez will still have 3 belts. He'll still have the WBC, the WBO, and the WBA. Okay. Now the IBF is really cleaning house when it comes to stripping people of late. They stripped the heavyweight champion of the world, Usyk. They also stripped Terrence Crawford. They saw what Terrence Crawford's doing right now. He's holding up that division, 147 pounds. Is he defending those titles? No. But what is he doing with those belts? How many men could have been champion? How many men could have achieved their dream? While he's just holding on to those belts, the IBF recognized that, stripped him of the belt. Now Jerron Boots Ennis has already made a title defense on that belt. Usyk didn't want to fight his mandatory. He tried to tell them that he had a rematch clause. They go, that's not our business. That's your decision. You didn't talk that over with us. And you would have to pay him step aside money. You don't want to pay him step aside money. I mean, you want to go do what you want to do. You can still go do what you want to do. Just give us our belt. And a lot of these sanctioning bodies need to take a page out of the IBF because what the IBF is doing by stripping these guys, this is speaking louder than words. What they're saying in the IBF, that their champions are legitimate champions. The men that they have with this red IBF belt around their waist, the IBF organization is telling the world these men play by the book. These men right here that hold our belt, they fight their mandatories. They fight the top guys. You're only going to have to do that once a year for a mandatory, basically. Sometimes you'll have in rare cases where you'll have two mandatories. You see? So, um, the IBF is showing that whoever wears their belt is going to be that much stronger of a champion. And I like what they're doing with the sport right now. So, Raul Canelo Alvarez will be informed shortly. He's already been notified. It'll probably be official. You know, going into the Edgar Berlanga fight, he will not be undisputed champion of the world. No, he will not be. So, you know, it just goes to show you that boxing is starting to turn around. You know, they're working on it. The Saudis are really has already made partnership deal with Golden Boy and Top Rank, two of the biggest boxing promotions. Just with them alone, they can control a lot of boxing. Let me tell you. They're gonna try to lock in some of the other players. Ed Hearn's Matchroom, he was rubbing elbows with the Saudi, but I guess when it came to sign on the dotted line, he wants to keep his business. I guess the way I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not there, but this is exciting in many different ways. Boxing is starting to show these champions you can't hide behind these belts, and we will no longer protect you. You know, the world has spoken. There are more eyes coming to the sport of boxing every day, and they're starting to see that the fans are coming back. Boxing is being elevated. It's moving in the right direction. We need to keep it there, just like we need to keep our champions prestigious. That's all I have for you today, fight fans. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments in the comment section. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And like always, I'm on to the next one after this one here at Round One Sports TV. Do me a favor and give the video a like. Peace.